So in our two previous videos, we have already connected Claude Desktop with Google Search Console and Analytics MCP, and we could do amazing stuff. We were able to ask Claude to analyze our data and provide in-depth analysis and guidance for our business. And in this video, we are adding one more connection to an MCP called Data for SEO so that we could have Claude analyze our site's data and recommend the right branded and commercial keywords to target and grow our business. I know you might ask, why can't you just connect Claude with Google Ads Keyword Planner MCP and have Claude recommend keywords from there, because Data for SEO is a paid tool. I've thought of that and I've connected it with many complicated steps and it still doesn't work, at least for me. If it works for you, that's amazing, but I want to show you what works for us. Anyway, if you haven't watched these two videos to set up Claude with Google Analytics and Search Console, make sure that you do that so that you will have SEO superpowers. And with this connection with Data for SEO, you will have mega superpowers. So let's go. Before we go into the setup, let me explain why we are doing this. First, we set up a connection between Claude and Google Search Console so that Claude can access all the keywords that our pages are ranking for. With it, Claude can build the context of what your business is about. And then we connect Claude with Google Analytics. We can identify pages with engagement leak, those that are not performing well in terms of engagement and bounce rate, so we can work on them. And with this connection with Data for SEO, we can have Claude find keywords that our existing pages are supposed to rank but miss. We can also have it find new keywords that our business will benefit from and the exact page titles that will rank for those keywords. Basically, I think this is the future of keyword research. And instead of writing one long prompt to do the analysis, we will add something called custom skills to give Claude the instruction on what we want it to do and share the information exactly how we want to receive it. So if that is what you want to do, let's get started. So for this to work, we first need an account with Data for SEO. When you sign up for a free account, you will get $1 credit, which can go a long way. You will understand why in a while. So you want to go to Data for SEO and click try for free. As you can see, you will get $1 trial credit. And if you use your business email, not those Gmail accounts, you will get priority support and others. So let's try this out. Add your name, your email address, your phone number, agree to the terms, and create the account. And as you can see, you can do a lot with Data for SEO, but for us, we will just add competitor analysis and keyword research. And for the primary integration method, we want to select REST API so that we can gain access to the API login and password to connect with Claude Desktop. Let's click continue. Let's just go through the process. Click continue, and we are on the dashboard. What we want to do is to verify your email and phone number so that you can start using the API to fetch the data. You'll receive an email like this, and all you need to do is to click activate account, and we are done. Make sure to verify your phone number as well so that this notification will be removed. Next, you want to go to your API access, and these are the information you need to connect with Claude Desktop. But don't worry about this, you just need to remember your login details to Data for SEO and everything will work fine. So you don't need to copy this anywhere. You can just leave this. And for now, we need to open up Claude Desktop. Let's expand the side panel, go to your profile, click on it, and then go to settings. Now, under the connectors, you want to click on it. And as you can see, I have integrated 3 MCP servers, that is including the Google Ads MCP that we have talked about earlier, how I wish it works. But what we need right now is to click on this add button and select add a custom connector. Now, if you're using a Claude business account where you do not have high-level admin access, you may not see this custom connector option. So if that is you, you want to speak to your management to have them give you access. Anyway, we need to give this MCP a name. For us, let's have it as Data for SEO. And for this remote MCP server URL, you want to add this. Don't worry, there'll be a link in the description for you to copy. Anyway, we can leave these advanced settings blank. So these are meant for developers to build custom stuff. So just leave this blank and click add. And here's where you want to make connection between Claude Desktop and Data for SEO. Simply click connect and it will open up a browser. Simply add your Data for SEO email address and then the password to login. And let's click sign in. And then for the authorization request, let's approve it. And it will lead you back to Claude Desktop. Let's click open. And now Data for SEO is connected to your Claude Desktop. The connection is really simple. And as you can see, there are many MCP tools that you can use to supercharge your SEO, and we'll explore them in future videos. Alright, now that Claude has access to Data for SEO MCP, we want to do one more thing. Instead of creating one long prompt and repeat the same task over and over, we want to create something called skill. Now, I'm pretty sure you have heard people talking about Claude Skills or Claude SEO skills, and honestly, there are many of them. But if you have a specific workflow you want Claude to follow, it will be better to create a custom skill. Those SEO skills you find on the web are mostly for generic SEO tasks. So our first skill will do this. Claude will access our Google Search Console data to fetch the top 500 keywords the site is currently ranking for, and then it will use the Data for SEO MCP to pull keywords that our top 3 to 5 competitors are ranking for, particularly the brand plus feature keywords. Then Claude will match those feature keywords with the keywords our site is ranking for, and if there are feature keywords that our site is missing, it will flag those. And for those missing keywords, Claude will suggest page titles to create and optimize. Alright, now we are on Claude Desktop and we are going to create a skill so that Claude will perform the task exactly the way we want. So instead of writing a long prompt here every single time we run an analysis, we can hover over our profile, click on it, go to the settings, then under customize, you want to click on skills. By default, you will see 2 skills created by Anthropic, but what we want is to click on add. You can ask Claude to create a skill, or you can upload a skill if you have downloaded or created a skill from other sources. But if you already have a workflow in mind, you can select write skill instructions. And you want to give the custom skill a name. You can have spaces for the skill name. So for us, we will have it as RM Keyword Analyst. So instead of adding spaces, we want to add dashes instead. And then for the description, we want to add this. Don't worry, if you like our workflow, you can copy this description together with the instructions through the links in the description. Feel free to customize it. Now for the instructions, we will paste this. And once this is done, we will click create. So right now, let's say that we have connected Claude with Google Search Console, Analytics, and Data for MCP for this business. This is a consultation business for Singapore grants. It helps Singapore businesses apply for the right business grants, and its direct competitors are this E2I, this website called BizGrants Consulting, as well as Voted. So what we want to do here is to go back to your Claude Desktop to call on a skill that you have created. Type / and search for the name of the skill, and you will see the skill that you have created. Let's select this, and then you will continue with analyze my site, paste in a URL against my competitors, this, and this, and hit return. Give it a while for Claude to access the skill, extract the data from the MCPs, and now it is asking for permission to access the Search Console data. Let's give it access. Now you can see that it is pulling the top 500 ranking keywords, and it has gotten 135 because this website is not a mature site. And now it is requesting for data for MCP access. Let's allow it. And here we go. Let's expand this and let's check this out. So it is saying that currently this website has 135 ranked keywords and Claude has analyzed 3 competitors. It has sifted keywords that are with more than 500 search volume per month and with keyword difficulty of less than 50. I'm not sure about this logic for keyword difficulty in Data for SEO, so maybe I'll remove this part in a skill. But anyway, for the critical flags, the competitive feature gaps, it is suggesting the business to include this feature and the price development grant. Its competitor is ranking number 3 for EDG grant keyword and number 8 for EDG. But the business has 0 impressions. It is something that the business needs to work on. This is an urgent task and it needs to create or improve on that page. And then we have product solution grunt. Its competitor is ranking 49 for the PSG grunt keyword, which fetches 1900 monthly search volume. So the business needs to work on that page as well. And then market readiness assistance, we need to build that page. And as you can see, these are really in-depth pages that business is missing and really needs attention to. And as we scroll down, we will see high-value general keyword gaps. As you can see, these are non-branded keywords the business is not ranking for, and it should absolutely create these pages to try and rank for these keywords because they are highly relevant as determined by Claude. And it even shows our competitors' ranking positions for these keywords. So the business really needs to work on these keywords to grow its traffic and visibility on the search engines. And finally, the new page content and titles. As mentioned earlier, that Claude should advise on a page title to rank for each suggested keyword. These are the page titles and the content and the angle that the page should include. So in a sense, this is the blueprint for each branded feature page. If its customers wants to find a brand that has this feature in it, they will search for the brand plus this feature. The same goes for this as well. So it is really giving good advice on how to improve SEO through credible data. And it even provides advice on creating a hub cluster together with the angle. So this is a really good way to help your business analyze your existing page data to find gaps between you and your competitors to grow your business, traffic, and authority. And this isn't the only thing you can do. If you are an agency and you want a HTML page report to be a downloadable PDF so that you can share it with your client, you can say, allow me to download the report in PDF format, and it will start to turn that HTML page into a PDF file. And here we go. We can click on this, and we have downloaded this into a PDF that you can share with your client. And now I want to do something else. I want to compare a particular page with my competitors' pages that are ranking for the same target keyword. And I want to know if there are other secondary keywords that my competitors' pages are ranking for, but my page is not. And this time around, I do not want to add specific competitors. I want Claude to find those top SERP competitors. So we are back on Claude Desktop. Let's create a new project, and this time around we want to add another skill. So let's go to Customize and Skills. Let's add a custom skill. Let's name this RM Keyword Gap. We will paste this description. Again, you can copy everything that we have shared in the video description. And for the instructions, we will paste this. And let's create it. And now I want Claude to analyze this page to find secondary keywords that this page is not ranking for, but its competitors are. So let's copy this URL, go back to Claude Desktop, let's close this, and in the chat, hit /RM and select keyword gap. And then we will say analyze this page and hit enter. And now Claude will visit the skill, and then it will pull page-specific rank keywords from our search console. It is asking for permission to access data for SEO MCP. Let's allow it. Give it a while for Claude to populate the results. Now it is generating the HTML report. And here you go. So Claude has analyzed this page. The target keyword is this. The page is ranking for only one keyword, and it is ranking at position 71, which is not ideal. So for the core query career conversion program, it says that Google's page 1 is dominated by government and partner sites rather than agencies, and the CCP topic is treated as informational and navigational, which is why 3 government adjacent pages anchor the comparison. And then as we scroll down, let me expand this, and here are the missing keywords that the competitors are ranking for, but our page is not. So we need to optimize the page for these keywords. Of course, there is more to ranking a page for keywords, but the core principle is that we need to have these keywords in the page and answer all of its search intent. And then it has given us some page level advice on what to add or improve for each section of the page, which is really nice. Now, in case you are wondering how much does it cost on Data for SEO to run those 2 prompts, which fetches quite a number of keywords, let's visit the dashboard and scroll below. you can see that it costs us less than a cent to fetch all those keywords data. So honestly, with these 3 MCPs combined plus the custom skills that you add to Claude, it can do all the SEO tasks in minutes that could have taken hours or days. So if you find this video helpful, do help us out by smashing that thumbs up. And if there are other skills and tasks you think that are helpful to everyone watching this video, do share them in the comment section down below. And I want to thank you in advance. Our channel is all about helping your business grow traffic, authority, and sales. And if you have not subscribed to us, consider doing so. This is Jack from Rank Math. I'll see you in the next video.